So today we'll talk about methods, and we're actually starting to get into the actual coding. So most of the softwares that we use in real life are not like 5 lines of code that we wrote. We're talking about millions. In order to make the codes more efficient, we need to break them down into little pieces. And the process of breaking a task down into smaller parts is called procedural decomposition. And almost all programming languages provide a way to do this. And specifically Java, so Java does it using what it calls methods. And our Hello World program had a single method called main, but most Java programs have several methods. So what exactly is method? So to tell you a definition, it's basically a named group of statements. And it can be called by main to execute organized code. To better help your understandings, I'll just show you in IntelliJ. So this is where we left off last time, and let's write a method. So we will type in public static void, and we will name a method called maybe just method A. So this is how we write methods. So the part of this part called public static void, this actually means something, but right now you don't need to know it. Because we're just learning about these structures and basically grammars in Java. So when we call a method, when we write a method, we need the name, and then we need parentheses, so open and closed, and then we open with a curly bracket and we close it with the closing bracket. And inside that we can write a bunch of statements. In this case, let's type in system.out.println like we did last time, and maybe let's type in hello and then system.out.println world. So what we know from this is that the program, if we run the method A, it's gonna print out hello world. But the thing is, if we run it right now, it's just gonna print out the quotation mark. Why does this happen? Because in order to use method, we need to put inside the main method. So let's try to put it in here, method A. So the way we call is just putting the name and the parentheses and putting the semicolon at the end. So now let's run this thing. Hello world. So when do we use this method? I mean, we could have just typed this inside the main method, right? But why would we use this? We use this when we want to create redundant codes. So it is better to just type in method A several times to print out like bunch of hello world instead of just typing in system.out.println hello, system.out.println world. We already reduced the line by half by doing so. So this is way efficient. Also, one thing to keep in mind is that we have this thing called naming conventions here in Java. So when we name things in the program, we do this thing called camel casing, what this means is that we start out with a lowercase letter, and later on we use the uppercase letters. So let's just say we want to name this method A into method hello world. We will gonna type it in like this. So hopefully you guys can play with methods now, and I'll see you guys in the next video.